Do we have our MC, Joe Landy, around in the room?
Yes.
This is the best MC of MCs. This is Mr. Joe Landy.
Thank you, Ray. Yeah, Ray and I have this thing going because he hosts a lot of events and I host some, and when we always introduce each other, we try to have so much applause that it embarrasses the other person. So I'm not embarrassed yet. You can.
Well, I'm going to try harder. We want to embarrass this man. We want him to cry. We want to see him cry. Tears of joy because the applause was so devastatingly overwhelming. Please, a warm welcome to Joe Landy.
Thank you, Ray. And it's my pleasure right now to begin the second half of this. How many of us, a number of us signed that
where is it?
that tribute? It's on that big table right there. There are markers of different colors in front, back, sideways, however you want to sign. So please do that. Did anybody get a button? A lot of people are wearing their Water Not Weapons buttons now. Yes. Anna actually cranked these things out at New Utrecht High School. We're representing today, New Utrecht High School, where I teach. And so Ray told you about PMN. Rachel told you about what's going on at the People's Voice Café, another thing that Ray has a lot to do with. And okay, let's kick off the second half. Pat LaManna came all the way from upstate New York to be with us today. So I definitely want to give her her propers and get her up here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat LaManna.
Thank you, Joe. I have to laugh because when I lived in the Bronx, I thought White Plains was upstate New York. Now that I live in Poughkeepsie,
That's New York.
Buffalo was upstate New York. Poughkeepsie is not upstate New York. But I appreciate Joe put me on a little early because I hate to sing and run, but I have a train that I'd like to catch. So I'm going to try to
That
do that.
sounds like a folk song.
I'm going to write it on the train on the way home. Okay. I take your challenge. And thank you, Phil, for inviting me. And thank you, everybody. And Ken is absolutely right that they are trying to set a rift between upstate and downstate New York. And, you know, some of my neighbors think that New York City ought to just, you know, incorporate itself as its own state. And of course, I can't.
Some of us think that too.
Okay, well, think what you want. I think we're one state.
I'm going home. I'm going straight home.
When you whine and you cry that you're too big to fail, when your board of directors gets carted to jail, when you don't make a damn thing that anyone needs, that's when you know you're too big to succeed. When you write all the bills that the congressman passed, when you've got the World Bank to cover your ass, your profits and bonuses all guaranteed, that's when you know you're too big to succeed. How do you know you're too big to succeed when your only value is unabashed greed, and you don't know who suffers and you don't care who bleeds? That's when you know you're too big to succeed. When you don't have to worry that the markets will crash, and you think the whole world is for dumping your trash, while plains turn to desert and ice caps recede, that's when you know you're too big to succeed. How do you know you're too big to succeed when your only value is unabashed greed, and you don't know who suffers and you don't care who bleeds? That's how you know you're too big to succeed. When the people wake up and they open their eyes and they look all around and they start to arise, and they keep right on rising till everyone's freed, that's when you'll know you're too big to succeed. Yeah, that's when you'll know you're too big to succeed. Oh, that's when you'll know you're too big to succeed. All right. Pete's not here, and I know he wouldn't like it if I sang the song in his presence, but I can sing it now. I heard the news the other day, and it took me by surprise. They said Barack Obama had won the Nobel Prize. Well, isn't this the very same man who sent more troops to Afghanistan and tortured prisoners in Bagram and threatened to invade Iran? Well, all that I can say is it should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Well, I was so happy on that night when he won the election. But that was just a year ago, and what has he done since then? Well, please don't think me coarse or rude, but isn't this the very same dude who watched while Palestine got screwed and Bush's black sites continued? Well, all that I can say is it should have been Pete. Yes! Should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Well, I'm willing to keep an open mind. Someday he may deserve this. But why not give it to a guy with 90 years of service? Yes! Who taught the whole wide world to sing my Rainbow Race and Dr. King, and sailing up my dirty stream each time I hear that banjo ring. All that I can say is it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Well, what's past is past, what's done is done. There is no turning back. But now we know what we must do. Put pressure on Barack. Yes, yes. With letters, phone calls, emails, tweets, and demonstrations in the streets. We'll take a lesson learned from Pete, build victory out of defeat, so we won't have to say it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo, it should have been Pete.
Am I allowed to have favorite songs on the day?
No.
All right. Well, you know, I have a rare opportunity now, and I can even do this because I have something written in front of me. Now, quite honestly, folks, have you ever introduced Mary Poppins? That's what I'm going to get a chance to do right now. Mary Poppins is very involved with the Woodstock generation, peace, love, music, and living in harmony. She's happy, and she's happy to, oh, I can't even read. She's happy to come here, and she loves to be with us, and we love to be with her. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Poppins.
Hi, everyone. What a blessing this is. You know, I always say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And the thing is, when we open our hearts and we show people we care, then they listen to what we say. But if we say a lot of things and our heart's not attached, it just goes in the wind. So I think it's so important that we attach our heartstrings to what we say to people and say it with love, because everybody's going through something in one form or another, and it's so important for us to spend this.
Like we did last summer. Let's twist again, like we did last year. Do you remember when it was really hot? Let's twist again, twisting time is here.
I'm gonna get a chance to introduce Steve Suffolk now. Now this is what he sent me. And again, he's another artist. I have fun. We've written a number of songs online. Some with too many verses to actually play.
Too many verses, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to do that tonight.
Okay.
No bagels tonight.
So this is what I have for this gentleman right here. I was born and raised in East Virginia early on a frosty morning. My daddy was a miner and I'm a miner's son. My mama would rock me in the cradle, but I left home when I was just 9 days old. That's when I picked up a shovel and I walked to the mine. The captain said, I got me a steam drill round, so I told my captain, you men are going to leave you. And I said, farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Then I traveled all over this country, as digging, prospecting for gold. I found rocks and gravel make a mighty fine road. So with the $10 horse and the $20 saddle, they sent me to New Bedford, that famous whaling port. But I caught me the end of a long freight train and fanned my tail to the Oregon line. I was walking down the track with tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home, when along comes the sheriff from Cornersville saying, pay me or go to jail. Well, I ran so fast the hounds couldn't catch me down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. So if you ever see me coming back, I'll extend to you my paw. But it's going to be through a telescope from the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore. That's what he said. Personally, I met Steve at a gathering of Folk Singers Anonymous, where he introduced himself as Woody Guthrie. He then played a song with 47 verses about a rebel who dies differently in every chorus, and finished his set with a tribute to the historical contribution of smoked salmon. We were all wowed and hungry when he was done. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Suffolk.
Joe, can I plug in over here?
Yes, I'm going to do something very unspoken. Does that count as a song?
To my right, got my water front and back, got my water day and night, got my water to my up, got my water to my down, I got my water all the way around. Let's try that again, okay? I got my water to my left, got my water to my right, got my water front and back, got my water day and night, got my water to my up, got my water to my down, I got my water all the way around. Now I had a gal, her name was Polly Ann, and she ran off with a mortgage finance man. First he took my money, then he took my home, then he took my money, honey, and he left me all alone. But I got water to my left, I got water to my right, I got water front and back, I got water day and night, I got water to my up, I got water to my down, I got my water all the way around. Now I work 9 hours every day upon my feet, while the boss, he lives down on Easy Street. I make him $1, he gives me just a dime, and when I holler, he says it is a crime. But I got my water to my left, got my water to my right, got my water front and back, got my water day and night, got my water to my up, got my water to my down, I got my water all the way around. Now one of these days, we're gonna rise and shine, we're gonna hold the fort, we're gonna hold the line. Dump the bosses off our backs, don't listen to their lies, solidarity forever, don't mourn, organize. And we got water to our left, we got water to our right, we got water front and back, we got water day and night, we got water to our up, we got water to our down, yes, we got our water all the way around.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Warden, just make it quick.
Okay, that's better there. I am a mighty sailing man. I come from Brooklyn town, but I never left old Brooklyn to sail this world around. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. I am a casket maker. In Brooklyn I do dwell. I'll keep your bones as cold as stones while your soul it burns in hell. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. I am the Brooklyn brewer. There used to be a lot, right? I'll make the beer and ale. I'll get you drunk, you'll get a bunk in the Brooklyn jail. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. There are no children left in the audience, are there? No. I am the Brooklyn harlot. I walk the Brooklyn streets. And if you got a silver dollar, then you can have some Brooklyn treats. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. I am the Brooklyn preacher. I'll save you from your fate. If you drop your dimes and quarters on my silver plate. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. I am the Brooklyn postman. The Brooklyn streets I roam. And I have a special package for some lovely laughs at home. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. I'm a Brooklyn baseball player. I dodge the trolley cars. By day I hit the baseballs, and by night I hit the bars. And it's down the Gowanus. Our good ship sails today, 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. See, really, this was a real sea shanty, yeah. Oh no, the mighty sailors used to sing this as they went up and down the Gowanus Canal. Brooklyn has its share of scoundrels, the list is very long, and at the top you're sure to spot the one who wrote this song. And it's down the Gowanus, our good ship sails today, ready? 10,000 feet from Butler Street down to New York Bay. Thank you. Tell me when it's safe, Warning. Tell me when.
Go!
Oh, that's not bad. Thank you.
Maybe it doesn't work after all.
We got it. Take. I'll go on this side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right.
Steve's already lived there.
Steve Zelda, ladies and gentlemen. Born in a log cabin at the age of 4. And born again 2 days later. Okay. Caitlin O'Heaney is somebody who's been performing with Pete a lot lately. In fact, she could probably tell us a little bit about what they've been up to. Caitlin?
Thank you.
She's an actress. She's a singer. She's Caitlin.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I really feel honored to be in the company of such amazing people. And I can't thank Phil enough, because it was about a year ago that I premiered my song, Who Have We Freed, standing right here. And it all came about because Phil Sowers walked up to me one night at the Beacon Sloop Club and said, "Can you write a song about water?" I said, "Well, I can give it a try. But I'd like to incorporate water, not weapons, in my chorus." And that's a slogan that I'm sure most of you know Phil and Pete came up with, water, not weapons. And it's that gorgeous, gorgeous banner right in front of us. Yes. But anyway, I have a lot to thank Phil for. And not least is that I'm here tonight. Thank you, Phil. So, Pete isn't here. Pete usually backs me up on this. So I'm just going to be singing this a cappella. Who have we freed? Now, hold on a second. I just have to be comfortable here. Hold on.
Caitlin,
Yes.
tell them that you have finished the CD recording with Pete.
Yes, that's
It
true.
will be out shortly.
Oh, yes, this is true. We've actually recorded it 3 times. The third time was just on November 5th. And that's the one that Pete has said this is the one. So we've made some copies, and it's about to be distributed. And it's just me and Pete, actually. And Pete sings with me, which is really cool. I love it. It's Pete on guitar, and then Pete joins me on the last chorus with his voice. It's wonderful. All right, here we go. All right. I'm actually going to be singing it tonight the way we did it on the last recording. Pete directed this, and it's a quieter, softer version, and I'm singing it as if I'm singing it to my child. All right? All right. I woke up this morning to a shimmering white mist. Its beauty slipped around me like an evening kiss. Yet the earth shook and cried. My daughter asked why. Soldiers were flooding our lands. Oh, mother, sweet mother, forgive us our guns. Oh, mother, sweet mother, what have we done? It's water, not weapons, our dear mother needs. Water, not weapons, is the nectar that feeds. Water, not weapons, gives us fresh air to breathe. It's water, not weapons, that gives us sweet peace. I woke up this morning to a kiss from my love. He cradled in his hands a wild white dove. Yet the trees were ablaze, the sky stood amazed. Soldiers kept pouring on shore. Oh, mother, dear mother, forgive us our bombs. Oh, mother, dear mother, we know not what we've done. It's water, not weapons, our dear mother needs. Water, not weapons, is the nectar that feeds. Water, not weapons, gives us fresh air to breathe. It's water, not weapons, that gives us sweet peace. I woke up this morning to the honking of geese. The sentries swam proudly, patrolling the beach. Morning glories were bowing, the daisies frowning, yet tanks kept spitting their spawn. Oh, mother, our mother, forgive us our greed. Oh, mother, without you, who have we freed? It's water, not weapons, our dear mother needs. Water, not weapons, is the nectar that feeds. Water, not weapons, gives us freedom to breathe. It's water, not weapons, that gives us sweet peace. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, Pete Seeger says that the world will be saved by individuals who refuse to take up a gun or use bombs. Now, gee, I've already gotten to introduce Mary Poppins. Now I get to introduce the Parrots for Peace with Oriole Aslan. Are we ready, or do we need to? You need to tune up first, guys? You need to...
Got to tune up the parrots.
I got time to tune up the parrots, right? Parrots Hilton, ladies and gentlemen.
That's where they live, that's the hotel. Joel, is that the hotel you sent them to? That's right.
Water's for the birds, also for the bees. Water gives life to everything, including all the trees. Water's for the children from each and every land. We have to use our head and hearts, and both are willing hands. Water needs to flow freely. Water needs to be kept clean. So don't pollute or toss your trash. We have to be green, not mean. Water needs us to do our part so she can take care of us. Water connects the chain of life. So getting current means going with her flow. Become a steward of this sacred trust. Let everybody know.
All right.
That was channeled by the Parrots for Peace. Thank you very much. May peace prevail on earth.